Hey mooses, I'm still working on it. Give me time. So I woke up this morning not really knowing what I was gonna do for today's video, but after a few minutes of thinking, my brain automatically defaulted to a tier list. You might say, hey, tier lists are kind of old and last year's thing. Yes, yeah, you're right. But I thought it would be fun, and I didn't have any other idea at all. So, you're getting a tier list. Let's hop on over to see what we got going on. So I've been working on this tier list for about a half hour. Haven't really been working on it too long, but I went through the most reliable source, that being Wikipedia, and I found all of what I thought were the most important Nintendo franchises ever. And I put them into a tier list. Normally it would go S tier, A tier, B tier, C tier, D tier, but I decided to put a twist on it, and the top one's superb, the next one's awesome, the third one's better than most, the fourth one is kinda cool, with a C because I had to keep with the alphabetical theme, and then the fifth one is drab. So pretty boring, not really interesting at all. Don't want to play that one much. And then the last one is ew. So let's get into the first one. Let's skip that one. Let's go to the first one, F-Zero. So this one's kind of tough because I think it has a lot of potential, but the games that we already have aren't like groundbreakingly amazing. They're fine. I would say kinda good, but none of them struck me as being amazing. I know that the games that Nintendo could make with this could be amazing and perfect, superb even, but the ones that we do have right now aren't superb or even better than most. They're kinda good. The next one we have is a very tough subject. It's Mario Party. Mario the Party. It's a great game if you're looking at the ones 1 through, some people say 8. Past that, less than perfect, to say the least. I grew up playing Mario Party 4. I got it for my birthday when I was probably 5 years old or something. I don't even know. Maybe I was older. I don't remember. But I have also played most every party game, and a lot of them are absolute garbage. But that said, even if a game is absolute garbage, it's still fun with friends. If you have 4 friends over and play Mario Party 9, it's still gonna be an objectively bad game, but you're still gonna have fun ratting on it. So it kind of accomplishes what it was going out to do. So for that, I would say better than most. I think. This is already really hard for me, so they will be switched around later. You can take that for granted. The next one is Luigi's Mansion, and I gotta say I love the first one, but I haven't played the third one yet. The second one is also there, and I'm gonna ignore that one, I guess. Luigi's Mansion is really cool. It's a great introduction to Luigi's character, because we didn't really know a whole lot about him before Luigi's Mansion. So for that, I love it. It's also a great game. You go through, you get lots of money, and the mechanics are great. So for that, I'm gonna put it in awesome. This is hard, because on one hand, it should be an awesome, but on the other hand, the second one was not fun for me, but I still feel good about it being an awesome for now. I'm gonna keep it there for now. I might move it later, who knows. Then we got Pikmin. We're still waiting for Pikmin 4, but yeah, it's a great series. I wouldn't say that I like it better than something like Luigi's Mansion. There are a lot of very dedicated fans to this game, rightly so. It's an amazing experience that I personally love, but I think I'm gonna still put it better than most. I'm gonna put it above Mario Party. I'm gonna put it below Mario Party and better than most. It's better than most games. Next, let's move on to the Super Mario series. Ignore the logo here because I was lazy and I didn't want to get another one. So this encompasses 3D Mario, the Super Mario Brothers games, all the mainline Super Mario games. And I can safely say that this series, just having games like 64 and Odyssey and Galaxy, and I am 100% putting this in superb. Yeah, okay. I'm putting it in superb because it has games like Odyssey and 64 and Super Mario Brothers 3. All of the games in the mainline Super Mario series, they're all good. Even Super Mario Brothers U, it was boring and annoying because they didn't do anything, but it's still a good game. Like, you can't say that it's not good. So for that, I'm putting it in superb. It's Mario, guys. Can't get better than that. Now the next one is Splatoon. Nintendo just announced the third one, which I am crazy pumped about, and I know a lot of you are too. It's basically Nintendo's answer to PUBG and Fortnite, in essence, I guess. Splatoon is amazingly fun. I haven't played it a whole lot, so I'm gonna put it above Pikmin and below Mario Party, so it's better than most games, I can safely say. This is really hard, guys. I'm gonna go over this and change them later. I'm sure. Don't worry. Pikmin might be higher. It'll probably end up being higher. Next is Donkey Kong Country, and I have very mixed feelings about this. When Tropical Freeze came out, there was a very definite split of fans who loved it and fans who didn't love it at all. I'm kind of in the middle. I think it's a pretty good game. The other Donkey Kong Countries are also pretty good, but for me, I personally enjoy the first one a lot, and all the others I kind of forget about. So even though I really like these games, the fact that I can't really remember anything about them speaks a lot to its memorability. How memorable it is. Because of that, please don't come at me. I'm gonna put it above F-Zero and kinda good. Oh boy. Yeah, you're gonna hate this. I'm gonna move on to Mario and Luigi. The Mario and Luigi series is really good. I really like it. It kind of pains me because it's sort of like Paper Mario and sort of like Super Mario RPG, but it's also neither, and so I'm kind of dissatisfied, even though it's a meld of like my two favorite games. So I'm not really sure how to feel about this one, but it's a pretty good game. I gotta say, I always love playing these. I'm gonna put it strongly above Donkey Kong Country and kinda good. Again, I'm gonna move these. Just wait. Just hang tight. It'll be all good in the end. Probably not. I'll probably make more people angry, but that's okay. Next, we have Star Fox. The two games that we had on the Super Nintendo and the N64 were really good. I really love those games. The one on the Wii U wasn't a good game, in my opinion. I don't think it was good. I think it was awful. My personal opinion, come at me if you want. But because of that monstrosity of a game, if you will, I'm gonna put this in probably around the same place as F-Zero. I would put it above F-Zero because I think the games we have are a lot better. Next, oh boy, we're getting the controversial ones out of the way first. Kirby is a fine series that I know a lot of you love a lot. Me personally, Kirby's fine. But as I said at the beginning, this is my humble opinion. Kirby isn't for me. Sorry. I'll move it up to Drab. I was being a little bit facetious, if that's the word I'm looking for. I don't really know. I was playing with you. I was just a, wrestling up sharks. I don't think that's a phrase, but I said it anyway. I don't know, man, it never stuck. Probably because it's more of a kid's game. Moving on to Pokemon. Actually, I think it's like the highest selling game franchise of all time. Like, it's gotten the most money or something like that. A very good series. I'm solidly above Luigi's Mansion in awesome, because it's an awesome group of games. The company, maybe not, but take that as you will. And then we got Smash Brothers. You know where this is going. I can't put it in front of Mario Brothers or Super Mario, the franchise, but I can safely put it very, very solidly in Superb. I grew up playing Smash Brothers Melee. Ultimate is a very good, very wonderful game that everyone should play. So yep, I don't think that's a surprise to anybody. It belongs in Superb. Now we have Mario sports games in general. So in general, Mario sports games are really good. The golf games are always fun. The tennis games are normally fun, not always. Super Mario Strikers, one of the best / most underrated sports game of all time, in my opinion. So we're gonna put that up below Mario Party in better than most, because they're enjoyable. They're not like the longest games ever. You're probably gonna get bored of them after a while. Now we have WarioWare. This series is pretty darn cool and really creative in a lot of ways. Very fun. It's great. It's great. If you don't know what this is, which I wouldn't necessarily blame you, it's basically just a collection of mini games that you play. That kind of sounds boring when I say it like that, but trust me, it's crazy fun. You need to check it out if you can. I'm gonna put this up in better than most, because it's not like a groundbreakingly amazing game. It's a really great time. It's really great, really enjoyable, really awesome. Oh boy. Yeah, we got Paper Mario. I don't know if you guys know this, but I love Paper Mario a lot. At least I did. I don't know if I do anymore, because the past 4 games have been pretty aggravating to me personally. We had, obviously, Origami King, which I'm not saying was a bad game, and it made me happier. It was still disappointing to me. You had Color Splash, which was not my favorite. You had Sticker Star, which was awful. And you had Super Paper Mario, which, look, it was fine. It was great, but it was still not what I was looking for at all in a Paper Mario game. Before that, you had 2 of the most perfect RPGs, at least perfect Nintendo RPGs ever. They perfectly encapsulated Nintendo in a lot of ways. The creativity was overflowing. You had tons of characters, tons of badges and strategies and stuff. It was perfect. But I can't honestly say that I love Paper Mario now, because we've had 2 games that I love and 4 that I didn't. It's not a good ratio. I'll put it in better than most. Below Pikmin. So these games are good. They're fine. I don't love them. I'm angry. This is obviously biased because I'm salty and I wanted a game and I didn't get it. So I'm angry, and that's why it's low. Okay, let's cool it down with some Fire Emblem. I really like this game. This was one of the first Game Boy Advance games that I played. I played Fire Emblem, or so it was known in the US. There's a lot of dialogue in these games. I know it gets a bad rap a lot of the times. I'm struggling on whether I should put it in Superb or Awesome. Personally, I'm putting it in Superb. I really love Fire Emblem. 3 Houses was so good, and if you haven't played it, you need to, because there are a lot of people who did not play Fire Emblem 3 Houses, and I don't know why, because it's pretty darn amazing. You really need to look into it and check it out. Now, I grouped all of the Wii Sports, Wii Play, Wii Fit, Wii Sports Resort type games. Was Pilot Wings like in that too? I don't remember, but they're all grouped into this category of Wii. These games are classics. Real darn tootin' classics they were. And I have no idea where I'm gonna put these. Because on one hand, they're amazing and everything they set out to be. On the other hand, they're just kind of fun. Like, they never really stuck with me. I didn't grow up playing the Wii as much as I did the GameCube. We got a Wii when I was probably 9 or 10, so I kind of grew up with it. But it didn't stick with me as much as something like Mario Party or Mario Kart did. So because of that, I'm going to put it in better than most, above Splatoon. So it's high. It's pretty high. It's just the fact that they aren't great games. They're pretty darn good. They're just not perfect or anything too amazing. Kind of like WarioWare. Oh boy, we got another awesome one that I truly love with all my heart. I came into Metroid later than most people. I've only been into it for like 2-3 years. I played the NES one first for a little bit, and I quit. But then I picked up Super Metroid, and it's so good. I love it so much. And of course, you've got a little series called Metroid Prime, which is one of the most beautiful things Nintendo has ever made, in my opinion. They are so good. I'm gonna ignore the whole Metroid Prime 4 thing, because I think if I talked about it, I might lose my mind. So instead of talking about it, I'm just gonna put it up in high awesome and leave it there. Okay, guys, Yoshi's Island is like the best game ever. I obviously don't mean that 100%. Honestly, it may have been the first Super Nintendo game I had ever played. I fell in love with it instantly. The music slaps so hard. The pixel art, the character design, everything is so good. Play it, please. The other ones are pretty good, and they didn't quite stick with me as much as Yoshi's Island did. I thought Woolly World was great, but because there aren't as many perfect ones in the series, I'm going to put it under Paper Mario as better than most. It's a really good series. It's really endearing and adorable because it's Yoshi. Alright guys, you know where this is going. I don't know what to say to you. Do I love it more than Mario? Yup. So this is kind of blasphemous. In my family, we grew up very big Mario people. And then I discovered Zelda probably about 6 or 7 years ago. Maybe. I'm kind of guessing. When we played the first Legend of Zelda for the NES. I played that a bunch. And I really didn't know anything else other than that. But then, a couple years later, we had moved across the country, and I was like, oh man, I want to play a video game, or something. And so, I discovered a little something called, Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess. And back off, haters, because that is my favorite game of all time. I said it, and I probably mean it. Maybe not, because I say a lot of things that I shouldn't, and, say a lot of stupid things a lot, but I think that is my favorite game of all time. Fight me if you want. Please don't. Anyway, that's all to say that Zelda is a perfect series that needs no further explanation other than please make Breath of the Wild 2 the holiday title this year, Nintendo. I would like that a whole lot. Thanks and good night. Alright, and then we have Mario Kart. Mario Kart Double Dash. Best Mario Kart. Not even sorry. Man, I'm gonna make a lot of people angry. I have to back off with the hot takes. I personally love Double Dash. I grew up with it. I don't ever remember not having Double Dash. This is going in superb. I gotta put it there. I'm sorry, there's no Mario Kart game that isn't really, really good. Even Mario Kart 64, which might be the worst, at least console version. It's so endearing and wonderfully made. What more do you want from a multiplayer game? It's literally perfect. Alright, now rounding off this tier list, except for when I redo everything in a couple seconds. But we have Animal Crossing. I got into Animal Crossing probably about 4 or 5 years ago. Again, like all the other stuff, I didn't really discover it until later. Pretty much anything that wasn't Mario related, I didn't know anything about until I was probably like 10 or 11. But I played a lot of the original Animal Crossing. For the GameCube, I would run around. At the time, I had 3 other siblings living at home, so there was 4 of us, and guess what? There are 4 houses in Animal Crossing, so we all had our own save file. We all ran around and had all sorts of good times, wonderful memories. You better believe that's going in superb above Smash Brothers. Alright, dudes, we've finished at least the first draft. I'm now realizing that there's nothing there. That's gone. I guess all these franchises are just too perfect to put anywhere but above you. So this is solid, I think. Zelda's gonna be at the top. They all belong there. I think I got the placing right. For me personally, again, not talking about is it better, is it worse. I'm just purely talking about my love for the series. Please don't kill me. I really don't want to die, at least in the near future. I think I'm happy with the awesome tier as well. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. This is horrible. Okay, I have to put Mario Party up there because the first ones were so good. Personally, I prefer 1 through 4. I think after that they dropped off significantly. I don't know why Pikmin is down this low. I really like Pikmin. I'm not sure what I was thinking. So, I'm gonna put it up in top tier, better than most. It's gotta be there. I have to put Paper Mario higher. I gotta put it there. I'm sorry, I just love the 2 first games so much. I definitely am gonna put Donkey Kong Country higher. So the Yoshi games are fine, I just didn't play them a whole lot. But I think other than that, we got a perfect tier list here in front of us. There's no issue with this at all. That's it, guys. That's all I have for you for this little chill video. I hope that you enjoyed it. I hope that you didn't get too angry at all my horrible takes. I apologize in advance. I'm sorry. Alright, guys, I'll see you later. Like if you want, subscribe if you want. I would love it. If you've come this far, you might as well. I'll see you later, guys. Peace out.